A $45,000 Nissan Rogue? Our road trip review of the 2026 Rogue Platinum. The Nissan Rogue has always been the safe choice in the compact SUV world, solid, comfortable, family-friendly. But a Rogue that costs over $45,000? That's the question we asked when we took the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum out on a 200-plus mile road trip to see if this fancy trim could live up to its ambitious price tag. Spoiler alert, it's surprisingly good, but not without flaws. First impressions, luxury in a compact SUV? Right off the bat, the Rogue Platinum feels more premium than you'd expect. The chestnut saddle-colored interior is available only on this top trim, with quilted semi-aniline leather seats and soft touch surfaces everywhere, doors, dash, even where your knees rest. It feels like Nissan dipped into Infinity's playbook. The wide-opening rear doors are another underrated win. Whether you're wrangling a kid's car seat or just hopping in and out, you'll appreciate the easy access. Cargo space isn't class-leading, 36.5 cubic feet, but it's still plenty for a weekend getaway. Road tech, ProPilot Assist 2.1. One of the headliners here is Nissan's ProPilot Assist 2.1, their latest hands-free driving system. On select highways, the Rogue can control steering, braking, and acceleration, even letting you take your hands off the wheel for extended stretches, much like GM's Super Cruise or Ford's Blue Cruise. Sounds amazing, right? Well, not always. On our trip, the system felt jerky when resuming control after a pass, braking too abruptly. It shines when you let it handle everything, but if you intervene, it can feel clumsy. Later, in heavy traffic, the tech redeemed itself. Smooth lane centering, even handling curves without drama. Lane changes are assisted too, you signal, the car checks and moves, and it's smoother than some competitors. Still, at $3,200 plus a subscription after 3 years, it's only worth it for hardcore commuters who want maximum relaxation time on the freeway. Infotainment, big screens, small bugs. The 12.3-inch driver display and 12.3-inch infotainment screen look sharp and feel modern, a big step up from the smaller screens on lower trims. The interface is easy enough, but we did hit one odd bug. One screen said we were listening to Taylor Swift, while the other insisted it was Bobby Caldwell. Funny, but not ideal. Hopefully that's just a pre-production glitch. Music quirks aside, the system is responsive. Apple CarPlay/Android Auto look great, and the layout is intuitive. Favorite feature, the camera system. Nissan nailed the 360-degree camera setup. Unlike many brands that reserve it for top trims, Nissan includes it on 4 of 6 Rogue trims. Even better, there's a dedicated camera button right on the dash, so you're never fumbling through menus. Parking lots, tight turns, or avoiding curb rash? This system makes life so much easier. Genuinely one of the Rogue's best features. Driving feel, smooth, but not sporty. The Rogue's 201 horsepower 3-cylinder turbo engine gets the job done. It won't wow you with speed, but for everyday driving, it's perfectly adequate. Just plan your passes, because hybrids from Honda, Toyota, and Hyundai are noticeably quicker. On mountain roads, the Rogue held its own. Steering isn't Mazda-level communicative, but it's predictable and composed. CVT transmission responses can feel lumpy at times, though Eco mode helps smooth things out. Fuel economy is solid, 28 miles per gallon city/35 miles per gallon highway for AWD. That's competitive and helps balance the $45,000 sticker shock. Quirks that bugged us. Turn signals, they self-cancel oddly. On highways, if you don't nudge them just right, you'll end up driving for miles with your blinker on. Annoying. No ventilated seats. For this price, they should be available. Subscription tech. Nissan really wants you to pay extra for ProPilot long-term. That stings. Safety and peace of mind. The Rogue scores 5 stars with NHTSA, which is reassuring. However, IHS hasn't given it a top safety award like the Mazda CX-50 or Hyundai Tucson. Still, standard safety features are strong, including automatic emergency braking and blind spot monitoring. Road trip vibes. Our trip included quirky stops like the original In-N-Out Museum and a massive McDonald's museum packed with decades of Happy Meal toys. The Rogue handled it all with ease. Tight turning radius, comfortable ride, and enough space for souvenirs. It's also a great fit for what travel expert Lisa Niver calls backyard travel, short getaways close to home. The Rogue isn't a massive SUV, but it has enough room and range, with good fuel economy, to make spontaneous trips enjoyable. So, is the $45,000 Rogue Platinum worth it? Here's the thing. $45,120 is a lot of money for a Nissan Rogue. But compared to rivals, the Platinum trim makes a decent case for itself. White heavy checkmark luxurious interior with upscale materials. White heavy checkmark big, modern screens. White heavy checkmark excellent camera system. White heavy checkmark solid ride comfort and fuel economy. At the same time, crossmark no ventilated seats. Crossmark ProPilot Assist 2.1 isn't perfect and pricey. Crossmark hybrids from competitors are quicker and more efficient. If you're looking for maximum features for the money, you might be better off with the Rogue SL trim. It still gets the big screens, two-tone paint options, and plenty of luxury touches, all for less cash. But if you want the fanciest Rogue yet, the Platinum delivers a surprisingly premium experience in a compact SUV shell. It's not perfect, but it's proof Nissan can play in the near-luxury space, at least until the next full redesign.